Hello and welcome to Game 2 in the team best of 3 match between FS.Passion spawning again as the elf, the Blue Knight elf in fact, in the lower left corner versus Federal spawning, WX Federal, I'm sorry, spawning as the Green Orc in the upper right. This is Deserted Isles 3.2b, I do believe the map. There will of course be the you will have of course seen the introduction to the map. And hopefully you guys like that. If you guys have any comments or concerns or anything like that, feel free to just, tell me in the comments about that. But that's essentially what that is. This is, of course, Fit4Gaming Team League. And again, I'm pretty sure this is the semifinals. But again, that's kind of like round 1, if I remember correctly, from the grid. So I believe there's only like 2, maybe 3 rounds. No, 2 rounds, yeah. So there's because I believe there are 4 teams in this team league right now. Of course, this is a German team league, and it's really hard to find players and teams in the German team league, but there are 4, of course, and at least 4, and who are going to be participating in this team league. And this is, of course, I believe, what's the name? I think it's something like Active something. I don't know. I'll probably, if I can remember, I'll put an annotation there with the name of the league or the team that Federal is playing on. Of course, we do have Passion playing on FS, so that is that. I know it's a German name for this team, the league that Federal is on right now, and I can't. It's hard to remember. I think it's Active. That's what it's Active Bet. That's right. It's Active Bet, like AKTIVE. BET or something. It's something like that. So yeah, Active Bet. ActiveBet.Passion, but that is being shortened to WX for whatever reason. That might have been a previous team or clan that he's in or something. Anyways, we do see Passion running his Whisper, getting a little bit of damage from these little Murloc things running away. And over here we can see, yeah, there it is, Active Bet right there. So 1-0 for Active Bet, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm not gonna read the chat, but we do see some AOW creeping coming up from Passion. Just creeping out these really cool little sea elemental creeps. And over here we can see the Blade Master running over here, just running around, doing what he wants to do as usual. He has a Blade Master, of course. Is he gonna go for a AOW Jack, or is he gonna go for some Wisps? It looks like he's gonna go ahead and try to kill some Wisp right here, and that would be really nice to have some Wisps down. Over here we can see he's already teching his Warmill and an Orc Burrow going up. This will be some kind of Federal, really not a standard player at all. Whenever you watch Federal, you're not going to be expecting standard games, I can tell you that, because he just doesn't do it. As you saw last game, we saw some very nice innovation from him. Going to go ahead and kill a Wisp right now. All he's doing right now, remember, is he's trying to, as you can see from the fact that he did go ahead and tech so early, what he's trying to do is prevent this elf from having a fast tech as well, and to prevent this elf from actually coming over to this base and doing something while he's throwing these down. Now, a lot of players who play ladder a lot might say, well, hold on a second, is he doing a proto strategy? Well, he might be. But, because this is indeed how you would probably start most of your proto strategies, but he's not really doing that either. I don't think so. It looks very similar, and if you don't know what a proto strategy is, it's essentially just where you have a Blade Master and you mass a lot of towers and you go really fast techs and do expos and you try to play quote-unquote lame. And I don't like to call it lame, but because it's not. I don't think lame's a really good name for a strategy where you're just essentially relying on using map, not necessarily map control, but using the map to prevent yourself from ever really taking any damage at your bases and stuff. And we used to see Grubby play that way a lot, but not, again, he wouldn't have been played with the quote-unquote proto strategy, but just that way where he doesn't, even when he doesn't have map control and where he can't really fight his opponent's army, he would go for his opponent's base, and that's essentially what proto is. Over here we can see that he's going to, Passion is going to be canceling one of the watchtowers that Federal was throwing down. Passion trying to prevent Federal from just having a free tech here. And he's going to lose his Forest Troll Berserker, or Forest Troll Shadow Priest that he did buy. See, actually, we're seeing an Ancient of War being thrown up right here. Might be seeing some sort of a rush right here from Federal as well. We do see a nice deny on that Archer. That's really nice. And of course, we're going to see that the Blade Master is going to run away, and the Demon Hunter now, it's going to be 2 more watchtowers going up. It's going to be really hard for the Demon Hunter actually to do anything, even with an AOW coming up this way. So he is now halfway through his tier, or almost halfway through his tier 2 tech, and over here we're going to see that, of course, this is the Stronghold. Here comes a Rasta. I'm sorry, the Rasta. Dota hero names. Here's a Shadow Hunter coming out for Federal. He's just really doing really nicely with this Blade Master, trying to prevent himself from losing it to this Demon Hunter, while also trying to prevent this Demon Hunter from running into his base and doing lots of annoying harass. Over here we can see he's running up this way. Just trying to avoid the Demon Hunter and force him away, and he's done a good job with that. Now over here we can see that I couldn't even begin to try to predict what the hell Federal is going to be doing here. So I'll just say that he has his Shadow Hunter coming out, and he has 2 Watchtowers. So like we'll see. We'll have to watch, because there's no way to really predict that. Federal is quite unique, a lot with the way he plays. Over here we can see that here is this Blade Master. Going to get 1 whack, having his healing salve canceled from this AOW. Going to go ahead and try to use this AOW to maybe creep this out, or maybe he's just trying to kill the AOW. So we'll see exactly what he does right there. Looks like that's still nothing really going on in his base. And over here we can see trying to kill that AOW. Not a bad choice. Trying to, there we go, attacks those creeps to bring them back up here into this fight. Just trying to do as much damage to that AOW to get it to go down. Those little turtles are really, look at that. They are a little bit pissy to that Blade Master. They're not happy about him. But you can see, looks like that salve is going to get canceled. Yes, indeed. But the AOW is going to go down. And the creeps got the last hit, unfortunately. A little bit of experience lost, but not a huge amount. Either way, over here we can see that Beastmaster second for Passion. He's not going to go ahead and try to harass. He does go ahead, however, and pick up a 4-stroke Berserker. What a lovely camp right here. These camps, they're not so easy to fight, are they? No, they're not. They do a lot. The chain lightning, just so much damage, lots of purges. Let's see, what items did he get right there? It looks like he got a Scroll of the Beast and picked up Boots of Speed on his Demon Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and see a Hex onto that Demon Hunter while he tries to kill this 4-stroke Berserker. Running away right now. Nope, just wind walking a little bit away just so he doesn't get the mana burned on his Blade Master, I'm sorry. Using another Hex on that Demon Hunter, dusting the Archer and killing it. Now you can see that he's going to be perhaps open back up onto this guy. Going to see a mana burn onto the Shadow Hunter. Does he have enough mana for another? Out of mana at this point. Will he go ahead and finish off this creep camp? It looks like he's going to go ahead and do that, and Passion kind of runs away. Uses a Quillbeast, summons one, and probably going to scatter around with that. Now let's see, what is he doing? He has got a Bestiary, double Bestiary, and going to be throwing up some Wyverns, or Wyverns, or whatever they're, Wind Riders. That's right, Wind Riders.
The player's forces are under attack.
That's the TFT name. I'm always, you know, it's been so long since I've actually played Reign of Chaos, but they're called Wyverns or Wyverns, whatever you want to call them, in Reign of Chaos, and the name changed in Frozen Throne. So I never really was able to shake that name. But and I think Wind Rider is a little better because I don't have any pronunciation issues with that. So then again, I might not. Wyvern could be the way, or it could be Wyvern. Who knows? But anyway, we're gonna see that this is indeed Federal Army healing up right now, just running around, and there is that first Wind Rider. Are we gonna see 4 Wind Riders, or are we gonna see a lot of Wind Riders? I don't know. There's a lot there you can do with this sort of strategy, and I don't know if Federal invented the strategies that he plays. I don't want to give credit to someone if I'm not sure, because I don't know. But I just know that he plays strategies that are very interesting, and it's very entertaining to watch. And they're strategies that not quite like strategies I've seen before. Of course, I've seen things that are very similar and variations of what I've seen him do. But again, it's hard to be like, for all I know, Federal has some really solid timings worked out with all of these different things. So I definitely don't want to also say that, oh, this is this strategy that I've seen from there, just in case anyone's wondering if I'm trying to credit anybody. We're seeing some bats are coming out as well, so we might be seeing some sort of a, control the air, control the map, or something. I really just don't know what he's doing, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. But we do see he's going for his tier 3 now at that Fortress tech, and it looks like there is, of course, the Fairy Fire on that Shadow Hunter still, which means that Passion over here does happen to have vision of Federal's army, taking a lot of damage trying to creep this off. As you know, these are not easy creeps to do, but he's going to go ahead and pick up that Potion of Greater Healing, a really nice item to have on that Blade Master. He might even just use it at this point. I wouldn't expect him to, but he might, because he does have, of course, those healing salves. I don't know why I just said that. There's no way he would ever use that on a creep. That would just be silly, but my brain sometimes just has little malfunctions. Sorry. But he's going to run away. Looks like he's sending his army over here. What's he going to do? Is he going to... Oh, there's a Hippogriff. Some Hippogriffs are up. Maybe those bats are for the Hippogriffs. Go ahead and take those out. Yes, indeed. There goes 2 of those bats onto 2 Hippogriffs. 2 bats for each Hippogriff. That's really nice. And you're going to see... At tier 3 now, you're going to see the Orb of Venom being picked up for this Demon Hunter, which essentially means that there's no way that these units couldn't even touch that Blade Master, I'm sorry, the Demon Hunter, if they wanted to, because with the Orb of Venom and how tanky he is, it would be nearly impossible to really do anything. This is going to be really interesting to see exactly how he decides to play this out. If lots of ifs there. If FS.Passion makes a bunch of hippogriffs, he's just going to end up feeding experience over to Federal. So you're going to see Federal is going to go ahead and creep this out and just try to kill some of these wisps if you can. That would be a good idea. Let's see. We'll use this 2 HP bat. Yes, good job, nicely done. Picking up that experience. I'm almost positive that we'll find out, but I don't think the elf player gets any kind of experience from a bat when he blows up like that. And I'm pretty sure that the orc heroes also do get experience. So there we see a nice little ring of protection +2, and it looks like level 3 on the Blade Master. Very close to level 3 over there for the Shadow Hunter as well. We do see that the Beast Master, as well as a couple of these dots and some Quilbies, are over here to creep this out. This is a fountain of health, of course. These dots, however, are kind of far out. Are we going to see this Jack? Because it could be a Jack right here. This Blade Master could come down here to heal up. And we might see a little bit of Jack, we might not, we'll find out. It picks up our Ruined Bracers on the Beastmaster, hits level 3 as well. Really nice to have that happen. And here we do see that Demon Hunter essentially just preventing anything from happening. And there is a... Oh, there was a Fairy Fire, so he had vision for a little while. But he's going to go ahead and lose that. Is he going to go ahead and... Looks like he's going to be able to pick off another Wisp. And yeah, so... It's interesting to see exactly how this plays out. We're going to see some more bats and some more Wind Riders coming out as well, and here comes the reinforced defenses strategy. So of course this is definitely a way to play that is considered lame by a lot of people. Look at that dragon turtle. Oh man, Jesus, it's a scary critter. You don't want to fight that like that. Ooh. Anyway, so it is though. It's very scary. And here we're going to see some gold mine harass, and we do have that burning oil. You cannot repair buildings that are affected by burning oil, and they take damage over time. Quite a powerful upgrade to have. Trying to finish that off. Looks like that bat is going to go down to the Demon Hunter being staffed back into that base. Look at that rock. I love this map. I really do. It's a cool map. I don't know how balanced of a map it is, but it's a cool map. You see a Fire Lord being picked up, trying to go ahead and prevent these watchtowers from going up. I don't know if that was intentional or if he was just coming up here to creep, but either way, that's going to happen. And so this is, of course, a very quote-unquote lame way to play. But again, I think it's cool. I enjoy watching it, and I don't mind playing against it as a player, but I can see why some people do. But either way, it's a very legitimate strategy at any rate. It's hard to argue with that, I think. But here we do see, here comes Passion, Passion maybe about to lose his Demon Hunter right here. He's going to be forced to teleport, perhaps. Oh, no, he does have a potion of healing, so he's going to be just fine, it looks like. Just trying to take down this. Yes, he's going to be forced to teleport out of his own base. A speed scroll going off. We're going to try to kill it. He's going to try very hard. There is the Hex, but the Blade Master has been cycloned. Really nicely done by Passion to keep his units alive like this. Looks like he's going to pick off one of those things, and now he's going to need to get the hell out of there with that Blade Master. He could get Windwalked, or he could get cycloned right here. He doesn't have enough mana for anything to get out. So it looks like that Blade Master actually is going to go down right now. And that's unfortunate for Federal. So Passion might even lose his Shadow Hunter. Maybe he's going to prevent, maybe he's just trying to buy some nice items right here that he can pass. That would be really nicely to happen, but looks like, nope, oh yes, actually, that Blade Master is going to be saved. He does go ahead and use a Greater Healing Potion, and that Teleport Scroll from the Shadow Hunter is actually going to keep him alive. Really nicely done, and of course over here we do have the Harass coming off as well. So, now a tower is up, as well as that Demon Hunter coming back into the base. Here we see still peons are right here, not able to actually get anything up, and here comes a Quilbeast coming in with Bloodlust. Oh, they've been trapped by their own burrow. Unfortunate. So they're going to have to kill that. And of course, Passion's going to get a nice little show of that because he does have Fairy Fire on that Blade Master, so that's kind of funny. Here we see this peon from Federal running away. Federal really needs an expansion up to really keep this up because he's not playing a very cost-efficient strategy, losing those bats the way he does. So he really just needs to have an expansion. That's kind of vital to the strategy. And here there is a watchtower going up right there. If he can just get a couple of those up, he'll be fine, because it's really hard to take those towers down with the army the elf gets going those dots. So it's really, we'll see. Here's another peon right here, the one that ran all the way down. It's very low HP. Here's a troll bat rider just kind of scouting around. Here is, of course, the rest of the army, the 3/3s, if you want to call this an army. But one of the things that I would like to see more orcs do when they play this is getting a second orb of lightning on their Shadow Hunter, because it doesn't happen very often, at least not that I've seen, and it's really effective to have that happen, and it's well worth the money because you get a lot more kills that way. But here we do see it looks like that Dragon Turtle going down, giving a +4 Ring of Protection, a really nice item, giving you a lot of armor, giving you a lot of survivability. Onto that Blade Master. Something getting TP'd back, trying to take out this Ancient Protector. Will he go ahead and get that out? It looks like he might get that down, and that Blade Master, Demon Hunter unable to do anything about the fact that it's going down. And there it goes. Unfortunately for Passion. And it's not fun playing against this, I know. I would say more. There's really not a huge amount more that I can say right now. Just yeah, I mean it's interesting. But here come these. If all 4 of those go up, it is gonna be on for Passion, because looks like we're going to have 2 up, and are going to see the sky. He's coming up here, but might just be trying to creep out this red right there. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what he decides, if he scouts this or not. Let's look from his vision. Looks like, yep, just barely going to scout that just as that last one goes up. And is Federal going to go ahead and try to defend this? No, he's not. He's just going to go ahead and go straight over to this base and try to perhaps kill this Demon Hunter again. He's got 2 potions of healing, just ready for the fact that he's probably going to have to TP out. Over here we can see he's going to go ahead and pick that one off, finish the one, cancel the one that's being built, and pick off the second one as well. That's really what you have to do against this strategy. You have to prevent them from getting expansions. Here we do see that Demon Hunter already used 1 potion of healing. The other potion of healing is on cooldown. There are still this Moonwells right here. Going to be forced out of here, and is going to go ahead and keep attacking it. He's going to get another Hex off. If he gets a nice little Purges off, as soon as that Hex goes down, he could kill it. And there is that Purge. Is he going to go down? Oh, nope. It's going to get just in range of that Moonwell, just barely. And one of these Windrunners is going to be forced to go over that way. Will this go down? It could die, but that potion of healing cooldown is probably about back up. Really nice play by Passion, and Passion is now TPing back in here. Here we can see that Demon Hunter being forced, Demon Hunter using that other potion of healing, and the Blade Master being forced to TP out. Really nicely done by Passion. Absolutely amazing play from Passion. Just doing perfectly, really, with that Demon Hunter and keeping him in the base. And also Passion is slowing up an expansion. So looks like we might see these come over here to try to cancel this, but it's going to be really hard for Federal to win this game at this point. He's just trying his best, but as you can see, these units are coming over here, so it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult to see this actually happen to win the game. And as you can see, taking a lot of damage. You would like to kill this ideally before it goes up. And really, if your opponent gets an expansion up when you're doing the strategy, it becomes much harder, especially if you don't get one up as well. So, but at this point, however, because of the fact that there are now so many places that Federal will be able to harass, the expansion as well as the Elf's main base. It essentially just means that he's going to have a much easier time getting his own expansion up. We see that Demon Hunter taking a little bit of damage, and then the rest of that army is right there, so he's just trying to draw it away, I think, with his heroes, so he can come back over here and continue harassing this, and hopefully kill it before those towers go up. Not going to happen, however. Not on Passion's watch. You're going to see, looks like a bat might go down. Unfortunately, just kind of suiciding these in there for some reason. Perhaps just because he's fighting over here. He might not. Looks like, yeah, that's probably what it was. Going to lose 2 bats right there if he doesn't get them out of the way. One of them does go down. The Shadow Hunter in the air. Well, looks like this could be the end for Federal. He's going to have to TV out of here at some point, maybe. Not sure. It looks like that Shadow Hunter is going to get surrounded. Trying to take out the Beastmaster. Beastmaster getting a Hex on him. The Blade Master again back up in the air. That Shadow Hunter finally free from that surround, however. Back into another Cyclone, though. He's going to get surrounded again, most likely. And here comes this Demon Hunter. Yes, the Demon Hunter comes in, but the Beastmaster does go down. Shadow Hunter not in a huge, terrible position, but he's taking a lot of damage considering that he isn't going to be able to get away from this very easily. And is he going to get... If he can get away, that would be really what he needs to do right now. Getting another Cyclone just as he almost got out of range there. Unfortunate for him. Of course, he could always end up getting a TP. There is the TP, but it looks like that Shadow Hunter is going to go down before the TP goes off. Yes, indeed, that's going to happen. Just barely unfortunate, though. But that's probably... I gotta say, that's probably a good game. I wouldn't give up if I was in Federal's position, but you know, it's gonna be really difficult for him to come back from this. Of course, that is because Passion does have this expansion up at this point. These 2 towers are going to be in good spots to defend it. It's definitely something he could take out. He could definitely take it out, but it hasn't really kicked up. But between the fact that the expansion has kicked up at the same time as he really lost a lot, took a lot of damage on his army, as well as the fact that he is now actually going to be a little bit lower on the foods army counts, army supply, I guess you would call it. Yes, 37 out of 50, and that's with these 2 bats coming out. And his Shadow Hunter is dead. It's like, ooh, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. If he had that expansion up, we could see a really long, awesome game here, and we might still see that happen. I don't know, but as it is, it's not looking good for Federal. So I'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. My allergies, I gotta get some kind of allergy medicine. I really do. I have some, but it drives me out to the point where I can't talk, so I can't take that. That's the allergy medicine I usually use. It's the best for my allergies, absolutely. I live in Kentucky, so there's a lot of allergens, especially right now, which is odd because normally you wouldn't expect that. You would expect some snow or something, but I don't know. Yeah, so, but essentially allergies. That's so. If I sound a little bit stopped up right now, that's all it is. I'm trying to keep my nose clean, but yeah. Who do you see this fight going off? Looks like this is pretty much going right now over to Passion. I mean, he's just doing a really good job preventing anything from really... He's really locking down all of Federal's harass at this point, doing really well. And again, with that expansion up, it's going to be almost impossible for Federal to come back from this. Again, if he had his own expansion up, he would be fine. He really would be fine, and he's had ample time to put it up. But, of course, if he really goes for it, looks like he's going to go ahead and do that with the Tiny Great Hall. He's going to have to get those towers up immediately. That's really what he needs to do. Much more so than the Great Hall. He needs those towers up. And getting the towers up essentially means he can protect that expansion, no problem. Here comes a Quilby Scout as well as one of these little Thunderhawks. It does actually do damage at this point. It's level 2, maybe level 3. I don't know what level it is, but at least level 2. Yes, level 2 indeed. And here comes those peons. It's going to take some damage, getting pushed right into those creeps. Oh, that's unfortunate for Federal at this point. Trying to harass with his air units right here. Not going to work. Not going to work. They are revealed at this point, and Passion is able to simply walk back this way. He's going to bring over here his units, and he will bring some more of these peons back at this point, going down the Great Hall. But again, without those towers there, it's not going to be something you can defend. You really just won't be able to defend it. There's a Bat Rider in the base. It's just going to die. It's just going to die. A little bit of missed micromanagement right there. A little unfortunate. So yeah, here do you see picking off a Wisp as they run away. That dots actually are really, really strong when they're in crow form against like Wind Riders, but of course with bats you can just suicide the bat into the dot. But I don't know what's more cost efficient in that case. I'm gonna guess the dots, but I don't know. We see Federal coming right back in here for this gold mine. This time gonna have to TP out right after he kills this gold mine. Maybe he should have done this a long time ago, but instead of going for that Demon Hunter, the Demon Hunter just did not work out. Of course, Passion just really, really good with keeping that Demon Hunter alive and not really suffering too much issues. But now that the Passion's gold mine is down, he's actually going to be able to do a lot more damage to that. You can see some units running in here, some spawns, a Quilbeast as well as a lava spawn. I'm going to try to stop some of these towers from going up. He's going to have to book it over here. And he's going to be able to stop this. So, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch Fiddle. Just so many attempts, so close every time that Passion just really on the ball, man. And with this going down, there's just no way that Federal is going to be able to stay in this game at this point. Just way too many resources just sunk into this, over 1,000 gold. So that's good game, and that is 2-0 for Passion. And so that's game over. And of course, let's just scroll through the rest of these cards. Yeah, so I will be casting more of the Team League games from Fit4Gaming Team League because I think they're awesome. So we'll see some more of those, and if you guys liked them, let me know. Also, again, about the intro, if you like that, there's a lot of cool maps that I can cast on that I can do stuff like that for. So if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know in the comments, or if you like it or whatever. I've received some good feedback so far doing them, and I did mix up the format a little bit this time, so hopefully you'll like it. But anyway, if you missed the first game, and if you have, I'm sorry for spoiling. But you can click it and watch it right here, and I will see you guys next time.